This is a project that we've done for the Colorado Space Grant, and it's a device that's going to go up in a helium balloon to 100,000 feet above sea level. And what this device is going to do is it's going to take efficiency measurements on 5 solar cells. See, this one here, along with 4 others on this device, are cadmium telluride solar cells. We'll compare the data to this, which is a standard silicone solar cell from Radio Shack. We've also got a temperature sensor, one on the outside and one on the inside. There's also a microbiology aspect to this project. I'm going to take 3 different air samples at 3 different layers in the atmosphere. And you can sort of see these tubes here are the air inlets. The air goes through the air inlet, through a solenoid, through a filter, and down to a vacuum pump, which is pulling air through, and is exhausted right here at the bottom. Electronics from the cap are connected to our circuit board, which is placed in this cavity here, using a serial type cable there. And these are the air inlets, these 3 here, going through the solenoid valves, and on into the filters, and down to the vacuum pump below.
We're basically collecting 3 air samples at different layers in the Earth's atmosphere as we ascend, along with a ground sample for control. And basically, the air gets pulled in through the solenoid valves, through a filter. These are the filter holders, and it's a PTFE filter, which is a Teflon, and then down through the vacuum pump, which sucks it in. These are going to be autoclaved, and everything else will be sterilized using alcohol. And upon return, it'll go in a clean bag, and then I'll go to the microbiology building and culture it and see if I have anything growing.
This is our main circuit board. It pretty much controls everything. We have a PIC F14520. This is our PIC microcontroller right here. Pretty much is controlling everything. This is a pressure sensor here, which needs to be amplified because the signal is pretty small. These are our 8. This is our memory, our 8 double EEPROMs. All this array out here is all to test the solar cells. We have digital potentiometers. We had to put 2 of them in parallel to get the resistance values just right. They also go through amplification. And there's also a temperature sensor there. This is our accelerometer board. We also have a separate PIC microcontroller and just a small EEPROM chip for memory.
So when the helium balloon reaches its highest altitude, it'll be popped. And we expect to see a 15G acceleration as this whips the projects around. We're going to use our accelerometer here. We're taking 3-axis acceleration data, Z direction, and there's an accelerometer here that's taking X and Y. With the data, we'll get the magnitude of the total acceleration. When it reaches the ground, it should be equivalent of dropping the project off of a 3-story building, which corresponds to about 5 Gs.
Okay, once the EEPROMs are full and the satellite just came back to the ground, to get the data off, we have the PIC reading all the EEPROMs, and then we use the serial out commands and serial it to the computer to hyperterminal and capture it as a text file. And all these are basically temperature, internal and external, a pressure, and then all these are voltage current curves.
One goal of the project is to characterize the change in the solar cells with respect to temperature and altitude. We expect that the efficiency of a solar cell will get better with decreasing temperature, and that we'll get more power out the higher we go, because there will be less atmosphere to filter out the sun's radiation.
On this axis we have the current in milliamps, and then this axis is voltage, and this is power, and this is the voltage current curve, and all these points correspond to different resistances values created by the digital potentiometers.